This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, September 21st. Do you remember, Al?
I do.
It's the 21st of September. Do you?
No, you're going to get us sued for that and the singing.
That's not the words, is it?
No,
Okay.
But happy Earth, Wind, and Fire Day.
Happy Earth, Wind, and Fire Day. Stephanie joins us from home. Hopefully you will make the show
Is
better.
she still there?
Hi, guys. She's
Okay.
still with us. Happy Earth, Wind, and Fire Day. How does the song go? You don't want to sing it?
No, because I don't want to get sued. Let's move on.
All right, fine. Well, we do want to get to the Emmys because we came for the stars, but we stayed for the suspense of Hollywood's first big COVID-era ceremony. We are, of course, talking about last night's unique Emmy Awards. Jimmy Kimmel hosted, but there was no red carpet, a fake audience, and the nominees, well, some were in pajamas at home. Let's take a look.
Everybody. Welcome to the Pandemies. Thank you for risking everything to be here. Thank me for risking everything to be here. You know what they say, you can't have a virus without a host. If I'm down there, how am I up here? That would mean that no one is in the audience. That would mean that I'm up here all alone. Of course I'm here all alone. Of course we don't have an audience. This isn't a MAGA rally, it's the Emmys.
I thought that was very interesting to see that he had to do that whole thing. As a comic, you need that response. So to know he did that without any is not easy. I thought it was 10 out of 10 for Kimmel, although, Al, we just heard, lowest Emmys recorded for ratings, lowest ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's going up against, the basketball game last night. There's a great Sunday night football game last night.
Game.
You know what's weird is both those games literally came down to the last play, so people watched them the entire, which rarely happens. So it's going to cut into your viewership a little bit.
So you think he did okay?
I think it was fine, yes.
Steph, what do you think about Kimmel? You think he did well? 1 out of 10. What do you think?
Oh, I think he did 10 out of 10. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. So this is the second time he's done the Emmys and he's done the Oscars. He's well-versed in knowing how to perform. I thought it was amazing. Like, you guys have both done stand-up comedy, and I can't imagine how difficult it is trying to, like, hold a joke and run with that when you've not got that energy and the back and forth from the audience, and he's just doing it to a computer screen. Like, I thought he did a stellar job, honestly. Given the circumstances, I thought he did amazing. I thought he was, I've said it, brilliant.
Yeah,
great.
I thought so too.
Well.
And his wife helped write it, and I was reading a little bit about it, and they would cut audio from his clips of other people laughing so it sounded real, but he had the timing put in right so that it's like the right kind of joke.
Right.
So it's not, you need a second for the audience to get it. So anyway, I thought well done for him. Let's talk about the other winners. Schitt's Creek cleaned up. The Canadian show took home all the major comedy awards. That is a first for the Emmys. Zendaya also made history with her win at 24. She's the youngest person to win lead actress in a drama series. She almost fell off her little seat one time. It was so cute. We keep saying this Emmys was historic, but it really was. Because of the 18 acting awards, 9 went to black performers like Zendaya. What'd you think of Schitt's Creek cleaning up, Steph? What'd you think of that? Well-deserved? And what about Zendaya?
Okay, I'm going to go straight to Zendaya because I've been in love with her now for quite some time. I've never met her. They always say, like, don't meet some of your heroes and your icons. They don't live up to, like, the image you have in your head. But I actually think that she would.
Totally.
I talk about her every red carpet, every season as, like, a girl that has so much class and style, and she keeps getting better and better, and now she's just made history. And also, she's just phenomenal in every sense of the word. And later on, I'm doing an Emmys fashion roundup, and she, of course, is in it, because, of course, she looks amazing, and I'm so proud of her. Like, she's just made history.
I thought it was...
Killed it.
She always kills on, and she's so young. She's 24. She's ridiculously young and so talented. Al, what do you think of Schitt's Creek just taking it all in? I think people looked to that show for comfort during the pandemic, and they got a push from that.
Right. I think it was a smaller show that got picked up by Netflix, I believe.
That's right.
And, it gave them this big audience, and it kind of happened right around the time where everybody was locked down.
Nothing to watch.
They see this show that they've kind of heard something about. I've seen the first couple episodes. The first episode definitely hooks you. Just it starts right in the middle of things going on, and you can kind of binge through it. It's funny. It's kind of light. It doesn't deal with any of the social issues we deal with now, which I think helps it out a lot.
Totally.
And, sometimes you get, what do you call that? Fire in a bottle?
Yeah.
Is that how you say that?
No, I'm not sure, but I think, yeah, no, fire in a bottle. It's special. Lightning in a bottle.
She agreed with me that it was fire in a bottle.
Hold on. Is lightning not in a bottle, not fire also in a bottle?
I don't think lightning is fire. That's why they got two different words.
Okay, interesting to discuss. Social justice took center stage many times during the show. Regina King wore a shirt with Breonna Taylor's face, along with other actors also wearing shirts supporting Black Lives Matter. And Anthony Anderson gave a powerful but mixed with humor, great speech. Let's take a listen real quick.
This isn't what it should have been, Jimmy, but you know what? I'm still rooting for everybody black, because black stories, black performances, and Black Lives Matter. Say it with me, Jimmy. Black Lives Matter. Louder, Jimmy. Black Lives Matter. Louder, Jimmy. Say it so that Mike Pence can hear it. Black Lives Matter.
I thought he was great. I thought he'd be a great host, if anyone is interested, in my opinion. And that brings us to Tyler Perry. He won the Governor's Award, and his speech was moving and motivational, and he's so nonconformist. Take a look.
In my mother's quilt, she couldn't imagine me owning land that was once a Confederate Army base, where Confederate soldiers plotted and planned on how to keep blacks enslaved. And now, on that very land, black people, white people, gay, straight, lesbian, transgender, ex-cons, Latin, Asian, all of us come together, working, all coming together to add patches to a quilt that is as diverse as it can be, diversity at its best.
So what did you think about the push for social justice at the Emmys? Was it too much, Al? What do you think?
You know, I don't think it was too much, but I don't think that it would have changed anybody's minds. I think there are people that are specifically not tuning in to the Emmys, not tuning into the beginning of football games, not watching post-game interviews because they don't want to hear anything having to do with any of what they consider social justice. That is their decision.
That's your right.
You vote with your eyeballs. So I think for the people that did hear it, I think it was a message of inclusivity, and I thought it was really powerful. I'm really happy to hear what he had to say.
Yeah, I thought he was great. Steph, what do you think? It was really a mix of fashion and social justice. Am I right? Like everyone's outfit kind of spoke to it, and I thought it was just interesting to see. I didn't think it was over the top. What do you think?
No, I didn't think it was over the top at all, and I'm proud of celebrities when they have these platforms and these voices. And you've got to think, these award shows aren't every single week of the year. Like, this is the Emmys, it's once a year, and this is the chance for these celebrities to come out and either spread their message or wear their message. And I've actually not thought about what Al said about how people might tune out or not tune in for the start of a football game or something like this because they don't want to hear it, which makes this message even more powerful. So when they do have the moment in the spotlight where people are watching, that's their moment to like speak their truth and spread the message that everyone needs to hear. I met Anthony Anderson about, what would you say, maybe a year and a half ago. I interviewed him for Daily Blast Live, and he was the most beautiful, intelligent, and warm soul. He was amazing, and I thought what he did was incredible, and the passion and the motivation behind it. Like, listen to his voice. I think people need to hear this. It's like a locomotive train that, like, just because it's had some time in the press, it's nowhere near ended. The journey is still really long. We've got a long way to go, and that's why these messages are so important. We can't stop the train. It has to keep going, and that's why people might say, oh, I don't want to tune in, I don't want to listen to that. Well, guess what? This is going to go on and on and on until these issues are changed, and we are nowhere near there yet. Like, the end is not even in sight yet. We have to keep this going.
Yeah, and I think I agree with you. The momentum has to continue completely. I also think it was interesting how many people just pushed the idea, not even politically, but just to vote. And I wonder if that the entertainment industry, along with sports, Al, has really pushed voting so much. I wonder if the turnout will be bigger because of that. If we will see a wave of youth voters because of that.
I just hope that's the one thing we can all agree on, is just like get out and vote and exercise your right. We all say, like, we're so proud to live in this democracy. Our soldiers are fighting for our freedom to vote. Well, here's your chance. Yeah. So I think everybody, no one has an excuse not to get out this year. Right.
Put your money where your mouth is, and always have fire in a bottle. Stephanie.
Why do you need to put your money where your mouth is?
Because, you know, you vote.
With your money?
To get there, you might have to take like a bus or something.
I think public transportation is free on
I don't think it is.
I think it is.
Stephanie, stick around. Coming up on DBL, we're still talking about the Emmys, and we're totally living for that mini Friends reunion. The fun highlights coming up next. And take a look at our studio, just like the Kimmel huge arena. Most of our coworkers are still putting the show together from home. We'll be right back.
Daily Blast wants to add sparkle to your life. We're giving away the official Daytime Emmy gift bag filled with luxury products worth more than $5,000. Here's how you can win. Send us a video telling us about your quarantine, how your life has changed, new hobbies, or plans you had to cancel, and what you look forward to the most once the pandemic is over. The winner will be announced Friday, September 25th, and become the owner of the official Daytime Emmy gift bag.
Welcome back to DBL. The first ever virtual Emmys were full of surprises last night. In one bit, host Jimmy Kimmel sprayed a ballot with disinfectant, then set it on fire, and he had Jennifer Aniston try to put it out, but as you can see, the fire came back up. So Jen gave it another few blasts. Whoa, that does get a little scary. Okay, in another bit, the Friends star reunited with her lady castmates after returning home. Take a look at this.
Courtney's there?
Yeah, of course I'm here. We live together.
You do?
Yeah, we've been roommates since 1994, Jimmy.
But I
Hello.
thought that was, I had no idea.
Is this live TV?
Unbelievable.
Hey.
This, Lisa Kudrow, you live there too?
Yeah, where else would I live?
The bits, they did the bits.
Yeah, that, you know, I don't know, Steph. I'm just
Steph hates Friends. I have to get to her after. What is your take? I can't wait.
I just think that this is more of a lesson, and I think we'll remember this as we move forward with kind of comedy in the post-COVID era. I think that we'll get better and better in terms of what works and what doesn't. And almost like...
What are you saying, Al?
I'm saying like almost like with the old black and white movies and things like that, they had to learn things on set.
Yeah.
I think we kind of learned that with the delay, certain things that require timing are not going to work. So maybe we need to go for more visual gags or maybe just more one like kind of monologue style
It's
comedy.
100% correct is that it's the timing. The timing is off with that delay. You love Friends, am I right? The show, I'm just dripping in sarcasm, Steph. Did you like that little Friends episode?
I just can't get enough of it. I mean, thank God that they pulled such a surprise on us all. I mean, who would have thought? Lord. Last week I was talking about Friends. There's actually a makeup line. This is so tragic. There's a makeup line that have made a Friends makeup line. And it's like the one that did whatever is an eyeshadow or whatever it is. I mean, it's so dull, I can't even remember it. The timing was bad. It was pathetic because in Friends, doesn't Phoebe just not live there? Now they're like, oh yeah, of course she does. Oh, please. I mean, I love Jennifer. Thought she did awesome with the fire extinguisher. She looked gorgeous. She was wearing a vintage silk, I think it was Dior gown. I'm here for that. I loved it. But please, it should be like, don't they say the one that, this is the one that shouldn't have happened.
Oh, burn much like the fire extinguisher.
Or fire in a bottle.
Or the fire in the bottle.
There we go.
Another first for the
Fire in
Emmys.
a bottle.
All of the awards were presented live to the winners in their own homes, which was actually a really cool part of it. As you can see, the presenters were wearing hazmat tuxedos. This was my absolute favorite part.
This was a hit.
This was
We're
a hit,
learning.
okay? But I don't
Yes.
think they meant for that to be funny when handing over the awards. But as actor Rami Youssef found out, the presenters show up in their tuxedo hazmats even when you don't win. So this is what happens when you lose. Take a look. I don't know why, but that's like my life.
That's kind of brutal.
It's awful. Just a hazmat guy being like, you almost had me. Almost had me. What do you think about that, Al? Was that good, bad?
It's good for the audience. You know, it really did remind me a little bit of Showtime at the Apollo. Back in the day, there was and if you didn't do well on amateur night, they would boo you off.
Get you off stage.
And the audience loved it, but I know some people that happened to, and it was traumatizing. So I think it's probably the same situation. Steph, what do you think?
Oh, that would have absolutely crushed my soul. I'm not gonna lie. My ultimate goal, I mean, we talk about it all the time, how we would love for Daily Blast Live to get an Emmy.
Amen.
We all like manifest it all the time. And if we were that close, and there was some dude, hazmat suit or not, outside the window holding that Emmy, and I just see him walk away, he may as well take my soul with him. Just that would be it. That would be
I
it.
think the
It'd be
three of us could
awful.
hold him down and take the Emmy.
I can't lose with like style and grace. I'm not one of them people who's like humbly like,
You're
oh, you
like,
know, it was
"Good
all about
job."
taking part. No, I'd have had a meltdown on air. I mean,
yeah.
that
The
would-
best part
I'm
about
just
that,
being honest.
I agree, is that the guy still wore the shoes. If you look back at that video, if you can play it one more time, all right. Well, he's still wearing tuxedo shoes. There he is. Good fashion. Coming up on DBL, Steph gives her Emmys fashion roundup. Did the stars live up to their high style standards during the pandemic? We'll find out next. Welcome back to DBL. Fashion has always been a big part of the Emmys, but this year there was no red carpet as many stars were at home. So we go to our fashion expert, Stephanie Jones. She is here to break down all the stay-at-home Emmy looks. Hey, Steph, let us know your favorites.
All right, Tori, so as we know, the stars stayed at home during the ceremony this year, but a lot of them went all out in the glam department. So we've got Emmy winner Zendaya giving us not one, but two looks. She first appeared on screen wearing a stunning black and purple silk taffeta number with Christian Louboutin heels, and then she accepted her Emmy in a custom two-piece frock by Armani, and she accessorized it with some Bulgari jewels. And I mean, let's be honest, I've never looked like that when I'm hanging out at home, even if I'm winning some big award. I mean, she looks fantastic, but no one looks like that, do they? All right, next we've got Billy Porter. He went for comfort this time around. He posted this photo wearing a tailored white jacket and described his style as, well, free. And then Emmy winner Regina King posed in a sapphire blue silk gown on what looks like a roof of a building. But I mean, if you can't be on the red carpet, then why not make it come to you? I think she's killed it. And then finally, one of my favorites, Jamelia Jamil from The Good Place really embraced the fashion from home concept, posting this picture, writing, "No bra, no heels, no problem." And I love Jamelia. She does it for me every single time. I love that she's basically wearing super comfy, like, pajama-y things, and then she had a sequin gown over the top, like a dressing gown, you know?
Smart.
So I love that one.
Do you realize how, I know women go crazy for Zendaya because of what Stephanie said. It's true. Every time she's a winner. Do you love her style? Fashion Jackson, do you see what she's saying?
I do. I do. But, you know, I just, you know, getting back to Jamelia Jamil, is this the time to dress down, or is this the time to show out? That's my question to you, Steph. I support her looking chill.
You're okay with it, but
would you say the same thing if I showed up to your dad's retirement party that's black tie affair, and I have a robe on, and I'm like, hey, I'm dressed down today, homie?
I hear what you're saying. So these are two ends of the spectrum for me that really like it pulls at me, because I think, right, it is the Emmys. It is like at a moment where we're getting dressed up and glammed up to, you know, celebrate all of our achievements. And I think Zendaya's done that beautifully. But Jamilia's just keeping it real. She's just like, I ain't leaving the house. I'll put on a sequin gown for you all, like a dressing gown, but I'm not gonna bother getting dressed today. So I don't know, it depends, because let's be real. This is like business on top, and then there's like casual on the bottom. I've got my sweatpants on. It's real
not
life.
for the Emmys.
It's fair. Let us know what you think.
Business
it's totally
on the
fair.
bottom, too.
That's totally fair. Let us know what you think. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
the bladder
Welcome back to DBL. More Americans are struggling to make ends meet and raiding their retirement savings during the pandemic. We're going to chat about it on today's Bang for Your Buck, presented by The Hartford. So a new survey, this is so sad, found that nearly 3 in 10 Americans have now decreased or stopped their retirement savings due to the economic fallout of this health crisis. This is the worst part. 30% of savers have totally tapped their retirement accounts over the last 2 months. Which I get, it makes sense. Lastly, a little more than half withdrew money in order to cover expenses, and 26% did so because of a job loss. When it comes to your money, the Hartford Financial is here to help. Whether it's home, life, or business insurance, the Buck's got your back. Call 1-800-684-6085 or visit thehartford.com to learn more. And we just want to say we're with you.
Yes.
We get it.
No
It's
judgments about, like, no
Zero
one saw this
judgments.
coming.
None.
It's
not. Just
crazy
love from
times.
here. That's right. DBL is new every day. And some fire in a bottle. We'll be back tomorrow.